and I tangled my hands in her hair. Her warm breath was right on me, and her eyes were staring at me. She looked down and put my dick in her mouth. See, I don't get embarrassed at this stuff, and I don't find it disgusting. I find it funny. I don't even understand why I find it funny. I find it funny because I think people are sick and sadistic and think of 5 Seconds of Summer only in a sexual way, and it's kind of not. No, just it's whatever. I mean, but whatever makes you happy, right? Cool. And sucking. I let out a groan in pleasure, and she bobbed her head up and down. She used one hand to pump what she couldn't fit in her mouth. Ooh. Okay, we decided her name was Becca, right? Okay. Oh God, Becca, I moaned out as she went faster. Her hand found its way to
what?
To my balls. She massaged them as she continued to suck me off. What is going on?
Why?
I pushed her head down, up and down, as I think she choked. She looked up at me with those big, innocent eyes. How she manages to look so innocent while doing something so dirty is a mystery to me. Okay, there's like... oh, damn.
I think we can end that one there.
Hold on. I want to finish this last paragraph. Don't stop.
Don't stop
doing what you're doing. Never mind. I said as she hummed. The vibrations running through my body. I felt my stomach tighten and my eyes close shut in pleasure. I'm so close, I said, and she hummed again. I lost it right there. I came in her mouth, and she sucked me dry. I flipped us over again, so she was on bottom. I smashed our lips together and ran my hands down her body. I brought my hands back up and brought my lips to her ear. Alright, let's end it. Alright, that's for Luke Hemmings' daddy. We're not gonna read that one ever again because that's kind of bad and dirty and really weird, that now that I think about it, because I mean, like, imagine Luke being your dad, and like, even if he was my dad, I would be like,
okay, so
no.
I'm going to read one next. It says Honeymoon with Callum. You had just married the man of your dreams, your boyfriend of 5 years, Callum. You couldn't be happier. Callum carried you bridal style into your room in Paris. He was so romantic to plan this trip for you two. He dropped you onto the bed. Callum, this room is amazing. Only the best for you, Abby, Callum said while smiling at you. He jumped onto the bed and gave you a kiss on the nose. I love you, Abby Hood. I love you too, Mr. Hood, you said while kissing him. He was always so passionate when he kissed you.
Was he now?
Wait. Oh, wait. What?
We're experiencing technical difficulties.
You said while kissing him, he was always so passionate when he kissed you. It made you melt inside. You looked into his eyes and saw lust. You wanted him so bad right now. You sat on top of him and started kissing him roughly and started undoing his belt. That escalated quickly.
Very.
Abby,
what happened to the love? And then it goes...
Abby, tonight is all about you, not me. You smiled. You loved when he considered you first instead of himself. Callum pulled his shirt off and then yours. He started making out and Callum slowly started kissing down your neck until he found your sweet spot. Callum, you moaned.
That was like the worst moan ever. Callum.
He smirked into your neck. He bit lightly on your neck, leaving a mark for sure. Callum slowly started kissing his way down your chest. He unhooked your bra and pulled it off you. You're so beautiful, Abby, Callum said in between kisses. He sucked on your right breast and massaged your left with your hand. The
with
room,
his hand? With
with
your
his
hand?
hand.
Oh, okay.
The room filled with moans. He started kissing down to your skirt. He slowly pulled it off along with your panties. Callum, I want you.
Damn!
Ew.
Thirsty! Someone's thirsty.
He smiled at you, as you wished, Mrs. Callum. Callum took off his pants and boxers and lined himself with you. You ready, babe? Yes, you said. He slowly pushed himself into you. He went slowly but sweetly, wanting to make it.
Okay.
Callum, I'm gonna come. Best way to start
Best
off.
way. Okay,
You
we
said-
had another difficulty. Another technical difficulty. There's gonna be like 20 of these. Sorry.
Unless I edit it.
Yeah, we're gonna edit them.
You said in between moans. Me too, babe. Whenever you're ready. You comes onto his length and Callum comes onto you. You both rode out your highs. Callum pulled out of you and laid down next to you. He pulled you into a cuddle. I love you, Mr. Foot.
Who does that? Like, who doesn't go take a shower after that? Like, I mean,
They're probably tired.
I would be like, alright, I have
I
your
love you.
juices all over me. I'm gonna go shower.
I love you too, Mr. Hood. Yay.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I would definitely go take a shower after that because, yeah. No matter how much I love him, I would still like. I have juices on me, bodily juices, and,
Well, they're inside of you.
but I mean, like, don't they, like, drip down your leg or something? I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I would still, like, that sounded really gross the way I said that. But anyway, I would still take a shower because, you know, showers are awesome. Okay, this is a Michael Clifford. Most of you girls out there are not a Michael kind of girl. She definitely is. She is a big Michael girl. Okay, we're gonna do this. You're home. I'm gonna do this one dramatic, okay? My point of view. So far, it's been 4 months since my boyfriend left for tour with his band. I don't want to be the one to stop him from working. And plus, we Skype a lot. What do you guys do on Skype? I really miss him, but I knew I wouldn't have to deal with this when we first went out. What? I knew I would have to deal with this when we first went out. I don't mean to sound selfish and clingy, but I really want him back over here. Of course, I miss the other boys, but I miss him the most. The late night singing, the morning kisses, his perfect smile, his hair, his different colored hair, just him. I miss him more, in more ways than one, if you know what I mean. Sadly, she does. I still have another few months until he comes back home. I can't wait. I got up from my bed and saw that Michael was calling me. I rushed over to it and answered it excitedly. He was supposed to stop by for maybe a day or two and then go somewhere else. Hello, I asked, my voice not showing how much I'm happy to hear him. Allie! When I say her name. Allie, his voice rung through the phone. Yeah? I asked him. Can't come by today. We have recording to do. I'm so sorry, honey, he said sadly. Oh, of course. I'll see you then, I said. You know, I would go to you as soon as I could, but I can't, he said. I know, Mikey. I just miss you, I said softly. I miss you too. I have to go. They're calling us now. Bye, he said. Bye, I said as he hung up the phone. I sighed and threw the phone on the bed and leaned back on the bed. I should have never got my hopes too high. I knew something would interfere with our alone time. I sighed and closed my eyes, letting darkness flood my vision. Michael's point. When I was driving to the house, I suddenly got all excited. I get to see my beautiful girlfriend again after who knows how long. I miss her so much. I miss her kisses, her hugs, her smile, her laugh, her giggle, her beautiful eyes, just her everything. Ooh. I tricked her so it would be a surprise visit. and she would be happy. She doesn't like this.
No.
I would be so happy if it would just intensify me seeing him again. Not in that way,
Well,
you little nasties.
like, I would be happy, but, like...
Why are you gonna trick me like that, bro?
Yeah.
I would love it, though. I would still be like... You had me tricked, boo. Okay, back to the story. And she would be happy. I parked the car and unlocked the door, walking into our house and going into our room. I walked in as she was asleep under the bed. Aw, I wanted to surprise her. I was just going to lift up my shirt when I heard something. I ignored it and took off my shirt, kicked off my shoes, and I heard something. I looked around and Allie was gripping the sheets in her hand. I smirked and watched as she moaned and mumbled words. I couldn't hear it all. I decided to actually do something, so I laid in bed with her. I crawled over her body and pulled the blanket off her, and she was just in her underwear. Makes it easier for me. It just says Jay pulled them down. I don't know. Jay. One of our friends, or one of our best friends, her nickname is Jay. So, and she shivered as the cold air hit her. Wet heat. I kissed down her stomach and right on top of her clit. Okay. Whoa! I sucked a bit and slid my tongue up and down her slit. She gasped. As I sucked on her sensitive skin. Her whimpers turning me on even more. I licked a little lower and teased her whole with my tongue, swirling it around, tasting her juices. She mumbled something under her breath, and her hands found my hair and pushed my head further into her wet heat. I gave in and stuck my tongue in her, licking around her walls.
The way you said that!
Going on. I took her tongue. I took my tongue back and I pushed a finger in. And her hips buckled, and I pushed them in as far as they could go. I thrusted my finger in her and added another one. I removed my lips from her throbbing flesh and kissed up her stomach. My fingers moving in and out of her. She moaned and hit when I hit her G-spot, and I just smirked. I aimed my fingers and curled them, thrusting them in and out. She let out a loud groan, and her walls clenched around my fingers. Michael. She moaned out clearly as she came. She opened her eyes and looked around before she could notice who I was. I smashed our lips together.
Wait, so she didn't.
She thought it was a dream. She was sleeping. Duh. He's musical. Duh. Blonde haired.
Shut up. Just read.
Looks like he can surf, but he cannot. I'm reading. She looked at me and kissed back real fast, faster than the speed of light. Her hands slipped to my belt and she undid it, pulling them off and throwing them away, but she kept keeping the belt. Damn! It's getting kinky in here. She flipped us over, so now I'm on the bottom and she's on top. She tied my wrist and she smirked at me and kissed along my jawline and around my neck. I moaned as she found my sweet spot. She smirked against my skin and sucked. It says flash. Sucked on my flash. Oh, flesh. What? She asked in my ear. What was that? She asked, smirking. She loves making me beg. You, Allie, please. I moaned as she rested her hand on my dick. She palmed me through my boxers and smirked at me, wanting no need wanting no need. Wanting no need her touch. Lay still, she commanded. The bindings were hard to get out of. I couldn't get loose. She crawled over me and removed my boxer with her teeth. She sat right over me, like snipping her wet heat barely. Your point of view. I sat